All right, I think we're back. New stream, new feed. I think we're back. All right, all the technical stuff is fixed. For some reason, our router, it keeps dropping us, and I don't know why it does that, but it's really beginning to piss me off. This is the second time in 2 events that has happened. This current stream, the last stream that I did, it did the same thing. But anyway, as I was saying before we got unceremoniously dropped by my overlords at Comcast, this is one of the cool little things that we get to do as a whiskey distillery that other distilleries don't do. Gin doesn't do it. Vodka doesn't do it. Rum does it, but not the same way. Tequila does it, but not the same way. In fact, actually, tequila may use the same type of barrels, depending on where and when they do what they do. But yeah, this is something that we get to do that they don't get to do. We barrel up our whiskey. And this delightful whiskey is going to be our Boomtown Bourbon. This will be an October release of our Boomtown Bourbon, hopefully going into stores across the state. And now what I need to do for these barrels, so what I did for these barrels, what I've already done for these barrels, is about 2 weeks ago, I filled them with water. Filling them with water is a process called curing the barrels. And what that does is it swells up the oak staves. Swells up the oak and seals the barrels. It also waterlogs the wood so that it waterlogs the wood so that when I put the whiskey in to the barrels, when I put the whiskey in the barrels, the whiskey doesn't soak right into the wood. The whiskey interacts with the wood and does, whiskey things with the wood, but it doesn't soak into the wood and I don't lose as much whiskey. I'm gonna lose some whiskey as a function of the aging process, but I won't lose as much to the whiskey soaking into the wood. We don't want that to happen. We don't want it to soak into the wood. So now what I'm doing is I'm opening up my faucets on the barrels, and nothing's going to drain out because they're sealed up at the top. And that's actually a good sign if nothing leaks out when I uncork it, because that means it's nice and sealed. And every one of these has been nicely sealed because I opened up every single one of them and nothing leaked out of any of them. So that's good. Now I got to go and pop the corks out of the top. This is a very good sign. And there we go. And now it leaks. And this is just water. Just water. All right. So that's just water coming out of those barrels right now. Now I'm going to need to prep up 32 gallons of liquor to go into those barrels. And for that, I'm going to need my handy dandy measuring bucket. And I'm off camera right now doing this. Because it is an unpretty process. Nothing proprietary about it, mind you. It's just unpretty. Involves pumps and drill bits and all kinds of fun stuff that I don't want to share with y'all. So just sit tight. Now I am going to need to take a measurement to confirm the proof of what it is that I'm using. I'm kidding. I'm going to move the camera over here in a minute. I'm just joshing you. I would like to give a shout out to our subscribers, though. We have moved back into the 2020 range. We were briefly back below 2020, and so we showed 2019 or 2010 in the little counter there in the corner. Where'd my drill go? Oh, there it is. But we're back where we need it, where we should be in 2020s, which will make me a happy man. Makes me a happy, happy man. Makes me so happy. And I don't know why I'm talking like that. Don't mind me. Makes me a happy, happy man. Happy man. All right. I'm going to switch the camera over to here. Inside the shop. There we are. My big old tote that I'm using to store this stuff for now. I am going to move it into one of these big containers. In fact, I think I'm going to move it into this container over here on the far end. The one in the middle is for vodka. The one on the left here is for our straight whiskey and special reserve. All right, so first things first. Get that set. Open this up. Now I'm going to need to bid at least 5 of those. Because I needed to be at 125 proof. 125 proof is what I'm shooting for to go into the barrels. I may go a little bit lower than that. So I'm only going to use 25 gallons of bourbon because I believe this is at 135 proof. So I'm going to... The hell's going on? Other way. The hell's going on? I may need to get a fresh pump. We may not be transferring bourbon today. But first things first, I'm going to put 5 gallons in this here bucket. Determine the proof point. Well, I may not be doing shit. All right, let's try again. This is the right direction. And unfortunately, I can't see chat right now, so I can't answer any questions if y'all have them. but you'll just have to bear with me until I can get to it. Then I will happily answer your questions. Oh, yeah. What is going on? Why am I not getting anything out of here? Shouldn't require priming. This thing is hot as hell. Damn, it's burning up. Well, I don't want to run anything through here right now because it's not working. So, never mind. Let's try it the other way. Just see if it'll go the other route. Probably. All right. That's enough of that. It's like hot to the touch. Huh. Whoops. I'm trying to remember the last time I used this thing. And why it would be doing this. But doesn't matter. I'll just run to Ace Hardware tomorrow and get a fresh one. We'll barrel up the bourbon tomorrow, I guess. Well, it's kind of a bust. It's not the hose. Hey. That is hot to the touch. And it's definitely not supposed to do that. My suspicion is that something got in it and gummed up the works. Maybe I did use it on a, well, but the last time I used it was on the bourbon. And that's the last thing I've used this thing on. Weird. Super weird. Who's here? Ting Ting's back. I want a free sample at bourbon school. What? Because I'm going to have to go back over there and visit those guys. Where'd my phone go? Oh, shit. What'd I do with my phone? Guys, I swear to God, if I didn't have it fucking attached to my body, I would lose it. Every single thing that I touch. Here we are. All right, back over to what? Bourbon school? Well, I'm going to go visit with those guys later. Ourbon. I would like to donate my free sample back to the chat. Pass it to the next guy. That's pretty cool. Hi, everybody. I'm literally bourbon school's on right now. I don't know why my pump isn't working. That bothers me. I mean, I have other ways to fill it up, but the challenge isn't getting it out of my tank and into the barrel. The challenge is getting it out of the barrel and into my little barrels because all right, they seem to be pretty cool guys. So that's the challenge I've got. It's not getting it into my barrel for blending. It's not getting it into here is the easy part. Like I've got pumps and tanks and all kinds of stuff that I can switch everything out and get it done. That's not a problem. I've got hoses and I've got things all day long that can make this happen. The challenge is getting it from here into those little barrels because the question is whether or not I have siphon hoses. How to do this. I do have siphon hoses. I don't like using those siphon hoses because they're hard to control. All right, but that's not, I mean, compared to the alternative of doing nothing, it's better to do something than nothing generally. All right, so I've got to go. I got a fixture over here that I got to go to. I'll be right back. Bear with me. I got to find my hose and clamps box. Clamps. My hoses and clamps box. All right, so in this box, which I son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Is it connected to this one? Need a drink. So my clamps that I need. I've got the clamps that I need. That's not what the problem is. There's that.